So how does LaGuardia channel its inner green side? Well, for starters, I would encourage all faculty, staff, and students to make sure that they're using the proper garbage bins that they find in classrooms and along the hallways. We have a blue recycling bin, which is for plastics and cans. We have a green bin, which is for paper, and we have a brown bin, which is for regular trash. The more LaGuardia recycles, the less garbage we send to landfills. By reducing and reusing, LaGuardia is being sustainable and doing its part for the environment.
So I'm Dr. Holly Porter Morgan. I'm the director of the Environmental Sciences program here at LaGuardia Community College. So how can LaGuardia become more sustainable? One way LaGuardia could become more sustainable is to not put the plastic wrap over top of the plates of hot food coming out of the cafeteria, because the plastic wrap cannot be recycled, and also it's not good for our health. That's one thing. And the second thing would be that we have more public education about environmental concerns around the college. Some of the steps that I've used to go green are to bring my own water bottle, and I use the filling stations that we have here at LaGuardia to refill my own water bottle rather than buying a new plastic water bottle every time I want a drink of water. Second thing is, instead of buying a cup of coffee that's disposable, I bring a thermos of coffee with me. A little bit heavy, but it's saves me money and saves on waste. And the third thing is that I use Dropbox and Blackboard to give my students handouts rather than printing out a lot of extra paper.
I have always been concerned about the environment, and it really worries me that each one of these markers will take 500 years to decompose in a landfill. So I have been trying to put all of them together, hoping that someday the college will take the initiative of recycling all these markers. So this is just me, and in about a year I have gotten all these markers. So I hope that very soon the college will take the initiative, and that way we are going to really recycle, use reusable markers, which is a way I think will make us to take one more step in terms of making our college more aware of the need of keeping the environment clean.
So we're here with the Environmental Science capstone course at LaGuardia, and we're talking about what LaGuardia could do to be more green.
My idea is promoting more reusable cups and working with the vendors outside of the schools, and so we can implement reusing the same cup and reducing our waste. So over time we're producing less waste and saving more money in a way. Like every dime counts, so even a little discount for a student might as well work. So that's my idea.
Most of the lecture slides are up on either Blackboard or some other site and can easily be found on phones, and I see a lot of students doing that. But also the submissions of assignments could be done electronically for a lot of courses and save paper.
Yeah, that was implemented just this year, that syllabi are not to be printed. I know in the past I would have the stack that they gave me, and then there would be leftovers. I'd have a bunch of leftover syllabi that were just sitting around, so it's actually a good idea. So anybody want to tell us what Earth Day means to them?
I think of educating a whole bunch of people on trying to save the planet, and a lot of people don't know about recycling or how it affects the water or animals. that's like a good way to promote like, oh, let's be all go green and everything. So I think it's really important to me.
You know, it's interesting because during the Green Week, we all do a table downstairs, and just some of the things like talking to people that show up down there, the things that people don't know about. They don't realize that when they throw down that plastic wrapper on the street, that when it rains, it's going to wash out and end up in Newtown Creek or in the Hudson River or in the East River. You know, and people don't know that. They just think, oh, I don't feel like walking over to the trash can and finding one, or putting it in my pocket and waiting. So, you know, I think the education side of things is really important.
I'm working with the Sustainability Council, and this is
Catherine Machado.
okay. So anyway, in this school, can you think of one aspect of what you see daily in this school?
Recycling. The recycling garbage. Always, everywhere I go.
So what do you know about recycling?
I know that it helps the environment, and it also helps to reuse things so that this way the landfills aren't overwhelmed with garbage and junk.
Alright, so let's go out to the recycling area. Alright, can you tell us the difference between these three beans?
Yes. This is for paper, aluminum foil, and this is for regular garbage.
Because you read it?
Yeah, because I'm reading it. Yeah, okay, but once you start to see, being that they're in this color and they're always like this, once you see this every day, you'll automatically know what it is and which one is which because you're used to seeing the colors. So that's pretty good that they stand out.
Alright, so what's your name?
Daniqua.
Daniqua, and
Mariah.
it's good to meet you. I'm Oluwa Machuku. You can call me Old Boy for short. Daniqua and Mariah, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So question number one, what do you know about sustainability, or how would you define sustainability?
Like recycling, I guess?
There you go.
There you go.
So you know something about sustainability. So question number two, you mentioned recycling, right?
Yeah.
Well, how would you rate the importance of sustainability methods like recycling?
Recycling is
On a
very
scale of 1 to 10.
recycling is very important. I say it's like a 10.
Alright, so in this school area, can you mention one thing that you may see on a regular basis that you would say this is part of sustainability?
You can say the recycling can, like the garbage cans we see around the school.
Okay, so how
That's
many
one
garbage
thing.
cans do you see around the school? Not everywhere, but usually they come in how many pairs?
It's 3.
3. And what is?
It's the recycling. One is for bottles and one is for papers, and the other one is for regular garbage.
The regular one. So do you usually recycle?
I do.
Yeah, sometimes.
Do you like
Sometimes I get lazy, I'm not gonna lie, because they don't put enough garbage cans in some places, so I feel like, you know, I just throw it, which is not good, because, you know, with pollution and everything, it's not good for the environment.
Or our ozone layer.
Yeah.
Can you tell us more about the ozone layer?
It's right now it's a depletion in the ozone layer because we don't recycle.
So how does recycling affect the ozone layer?
Because like basically our garbage it somehow ends up in the oceans, and like animals they end up getting killed, like they choke on our garbage like that.
Oh yes, that's true. You have like the BP oil spill and the effect on animals and stuff. So what about recycling? Is it good to recycle? I guess.
The bottles, cans,
Do you recycle?
I try. I try.
So what would be some better ways that you say if you're walking around LaGuardia will make you more comfortable with recycling?
For the cans to be more around, I guess.
So you think they're not enough around?
No.
No, or they're
What,
not
the
in the
garbage
right
cans?
Because I'm like,
What about the garbage cans that force you to recycle? I like those. There should be more of those.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so you're talking about the ones with the 3 different colors?
Yeah.
Right, so you read them. So you think those are good ways to make students
Yeah,
recycle
'cause I
more and
mean,
more?
I like that they have those shapes too.
yeah.
So you can't even
Right.
put like random things on it. You can just like circle it's for cans.
So that's very smart, right?
Yeah.
So you have the term go green?
Yeah.
What does that mean to you?
Save the trees.
Save the trees. What else?
Recycling.
Recycling. What else?
Non-littering.
Non-littering. Anything else?
Power saving.
Power saving. Do you think all of these things are important?
Yes.
Not
For
why?
the Earth, definitely.
How so?
Stop global warming.
What is global warming?
When
Or how does recycling stop global warming? Or all of these things that you mentioned?
to stop using up all of the world's natural
Resources are damaging it by waste.